here on the Black Women in Grants page here live on TikTok. And TikTok replay viewers, hey girl, what you doing? You watching this replay on the playlist in the Grant Game Mentorship. I'm so excited to have you and you and you here. I'm trying to see my comments bigger for when the livers come in with me and hang out. I'm going to throw on some eyeshadow real quick because I had prepped to do this. So y'all bear with me, okay? Let me see if I can do this. I'm usually in my bathroom standing, but if you've been here the last 2 or 3 lives, you know that I pulled a muscle a couple of days ago. We've been healing very, very well. Thank God for that. But I'm still taking it easy, so I brought everything to my desk today, okay? Good morning, TikTok Live. How are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, this is not a makeup tutorial or necessarily a get ready with me. I just ran out of time before the alarm went off to go live. And so I said, let me finish my eyeshadow on the live with you guys. Have a little sip of my agua and my chlorophyll to get my day started. Come on here and chat with you guys about grants. How are you? Say hello when you come in the room. Let me know you can see me and hear me by putting hashtag FYP. I see y'all, even without my glasses yet. Good morning. Hi, T-Rex. Thank you. Let me throw on some little spoolie of mascara here, make it look like we did some this morning. There we go. Hello, Tracy. How are you? Put hashtag FYP if you can hear me. Put hashtag FYP if this is your first time here. Put hashtag FYP if you are an OG, honey. You've been hanging out with us here with Black Women in Grants. You follow this page. You're one of the 62,300 plus that we have here. Represents. Which set you claiming today? You new here? Hey, new here. It's your first time? Hey, girl. You been here? Hey, girl. Welcome. Hello, Happy Mia. How are you? I didn't get a chance to chat with you on Saturday on our open office hours. Happy Mia is one of our mentees in the Grant Game Mentorship, learning about all things grants, applying for this shmoney for her very professional, best in the West. No, we on the East. Non-medical transportation company. Hey, girl. Welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Put hashtag FYP, which set you claiming new here or true here. That's what we gonna say. Tracy said, okay, T-Rex is Tracy. I'll try to remember that. No guarantees. I usually just go by whatever your profile name says. So if you want me to call you, girl, change your profile to it, okay? Work with me here. Let me clean my spectacles so I can see y'all. Who here is Black, a woman, for profit, and a small business owner? Put hashtag FYP. Let me see. I'm cleaning my shades real quick for y'all. I actually started using my cleaning cloth that come with it instead of random objects I pick up around the house and alcohol. So here we are. Oh, you was on the phone. So you was cheating on us. That's what it was. Oh. Hey, girl. Hashtag FYP is how we're chatting this morning, getting the message across. So if you're wondering, why ain't nobody saying nothing to me? Because you ain't following directions. Good morning. Put hashtag FYP if you're Black, you're a woman, you're for-profit, you're a small business owner, and you're seeking grants. Hashtag FYP. Double check my face. I noticed one of the lives I did recently that we reused as a TikTok. I had something on my lip, and y'all let me talk for a whole hour and a half with that on my lip. But I'm human, so let me check on myself. Got my own back. So if y'all see something, say something. I ain't shame. You see a booger, say that in the comments. You ain't got to send me no private message. We cool like that. Okay, she needs you. Okay, we forgive you. We love you. Okay. Happy Mia is the finder of our app that'll read the book that we have in our mentorship called Finding Funding, how to find and secure debt-free non-traditional funding for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. She is the reason that there's an app that'll read this book to you when you join us in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. So we will forever love Happy Mia. Hey, Happy Mia. So we got some more goodies coming, more contributions from Black women in grants who are really taking grants seriously this year. You're seeking out opportunities and you're really refining the skill, okay? You're refining the skill of the 3 R's. Y'all ready for the 3 R's? Put hashtag FYP if you want me to tell you what the 3 R's are. Hashtag FYP if you want to tell me what the 3 R's you need to refine your skills are. Good morning, Cindy. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, creator of Black Women in Grants and blackwomeningrants.com, where collectively we've won over $100,000 plus in just the last few months in grants and grant funded opportunities using these 3 skills: read, research, and review. Read, research, and review. Somebody put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. Read, research, and review. Hey. Those are the 3 secrets to this grant game. That's why we call our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com the grant game. Hello, somebody. You got it. Felicia's picking up what I'm putting down. So if you want to join us, I have 2 scholarships available over at www.blackwomeningrants.com to get into the grant game mentorship program, like Mia, like Cindy, like a lot of ladies that you'll see join us here today. You can get in for only $97 and get year-long access to everything we talk about as far as grants and getting mentored and loved on and supported. And it's usually $297 to come join us for the year. So check it out. And we'll definitely talk more about that as we go along. Put a little Vaseline on my nose because I blew it. And your nose start peeling a little bit. There we go. I got the cherry flavor, smell good. So the camera I'm using is called an Android 3000. That's her nickname, but it's my Android phone. Team Android. So who here, as a Black woman, for-profit, small business owner, is seeking grants to read, research, and review? And I can break down what those steps look like, break down how we do it in the mentorship, and give you guys a formula that I just came up with while I was getting dressed. Y'all hear that noise? It's because my windows are up. I woke up at 2:30 this morning to use the restroom. I had brushed my teeth before I went to sleep. And I started smelling burning plastic. And I was like, what is that? And I could not find where it was coming from. Lo and behold, I followed my nose and found that my Waterpik flosser charger had burned in 2. I'm going to just leave it at that. So windows are open, fans are on, prayers are up. Because if I wouldn't have went to go pay, I would have been calling a lawyer like, who we for the sue? Because this ain't right. And it's new. I just bought it. And, of course, it's out of the return date and complaint date. But no, we're going to fix that something. Had to go back to sleep, just relax. Just make sure ain't no fire. Ain't no fire. Put some water on. Ain't no fire. Check all the plugs. And I went through the whole house checking plugs. Like, wait a minute. No. Because what if I would have been out of town? Okay. Come back. So I went to sleep, woke up. I feel better. And we'll handle that, okay? Ain't God good? So we got the window up, so you'll hear a little noise. It's noisy during this time of the week in the hood. So let me sip a little water, calm down. Okay, so y'all tell me you're Black, you're a woman, you're for-profit, you're small business, and you're seeking grants. Thank you, girl. There's a story behind these. I have to tell y'all too. I collect stories now. So who here has sought a grant? Like you've actually actively went out to find grants for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. And let's talk about that a little bit because I know some of you have never looked for grants before yet. Let me grab my notebook here on the floor. Y'all celebrate with me. I can bend down now. I pull my back. Not my back, but my one of my muscles last week in my leg, girl. So we've been recouping. I couldn't do this on our last live. Ain't God, it's just amazing. Okay. Sparkle says, it's so complicated. You've definitely checked. What does checked mean? I've checked. I did like this. No, that ain't for me. That look complicated. That's check to me, but what does check mean on your end? Checks could also look like I read about an opportunity, I researched it, I reviewed the process, I actually submitted the application to see how it went. I got feedback on my application, and I said, you know what, it is a little complicated, but I'm gonna try again. Is that checked? Oh, okay. So you peeped. You just did. Let me just be nosy real quick. Let me see. Let me see what it. Let me see. You Googled. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else checking for grants? She said, it's not for the weak, honey. So let me tell you, grants are really for special projects in your business. Hey, Janice. They're not for, let me find somebody to pay me money to grow my business every month, every year, consistently until I feel like giving up. It's not to allow you to take a break or get lazy. Grants have a process where you have to already have a plan for how you're making money, how you've made money, how you're going to make money. Anybody got their money making plan already in place? Like you've already started your business, or if you're a startup, you've already you rid it. Past tense of wrote, you rid. If you're from the country, you rid it out already. And it makes sense. This is how I'm going to make money. This is how I can see myself making money in my business. Anybody got their money making plan? I don't care if you haven't made money yet, but have you at least wrote it out? Do you have it? Is it in your head? Is it on a piece of paper in your journal? Is it on your Bopruta, as my little niece used to call computers when she was a baby? It's like broken down. Is it broken down to the point where you know how you currently or how you will make money? Let me see hashtag FYP. If you know, as a Black woman-owned for-profit small business, you know exactly how your business makes or will make money. Put hashtag FYP. Hashtag FYP. Because that's what a grant is going to ask for. A good, legitimate grant that really wants to stand behind you is going to want to know, how are you currently making money? Because again, grants are for special projects in growing your business, whether it's growing it to start up or growing it to go out and do something for your community or growing it to just, put on a special event or do something that really contributes to your customers and clients or the overall growth of your business, etc. Only 3 people have a money-making plan. So if you don't have a money-making plan, put hashtag FYP. I see our numbers dropping. So y'all didn't know work was required to get somebody to write you a check in your business for anything. If you're putting hashtag FYP right now, it's you don't have a money-making plan. You ain't even thought about it. You have no clue how your business will make money. You've never made money. I mean, business just sounds like a good idea. I just need hashtag FYP right now so I can help you, help me, help yourself. Hashtag FYP. Okay. So truth is, what it looks like, and y'all can help me understand. No excuses though. I don't care about your excuses, okay? But sounds like you hear about a grant. It looks overwhelming. You checked it. You looked over on the pages of the internets. Hey, internets. And you said, oh, that looks too complicated. But I would still love for somebody to just write me a check. I don't know how I'm going to make money. I ain't never made money in my business. But somebody just needs to write me a check. Did I get that right? Hashtag FYP if I got that right. If I'm talking to you a little bit. I'm mixing all the FYPs so people don't feel like, she calling me out. She's stepping on my toes. What kind of live is this? Hey, girl, welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, creator of Black Women in Grants, where collectively we've won over hundreds of thousands of dollars as Black women with for-profit small business owners. Over at blackwomeningrants.com, we dissect the grant game. We break it down for conversations like this that you didn't know you need to be having before you start applying for these people money. I got 2 scholarship spots over there to where you can come join us for 1 full year, 12 months of all this, including TikTok replays. We here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, join this page, follow this page, and make sure you add us to your calendar. Turn your notifications on so you know when we're live. Join us for our special trainings that we have for our mentees over at blackwomeningrants.com, www.blackwomeningrants.com. No, I can't post it because TikTok won't let it pin. I could put it, but it'll get lost in the comments, but TikTok won't pin it. So blackwomeningrants.com. We have 2 spots, one-time payment, year-long access. We hang out once a month, live on Zoom. Happy Meal was there. She was on the phone with somebody else. She wasn't talking to us, but she was there. I saw her profile picture. Oh, so you get your questions answered. You get loved on a little bit, held accountable, get a little support, get poured into. We're going to talk about what finding these grant opportunities look like, how to handle that rejection that comes with grants, because you could be good with the grant game. You can understand it and be submitting your applications monthly, but you're not winning yet. However, grants, again, they're for special projects. They're not designed for you to depend on them financially for the growth of your business over a long term. That's why when you win a grant, it's usually one time. They tell you maybe wait a year or so in between rounds, let somebody else win, go do what you said you was going to do with the money because you sold them so well. We're trying to get you to the point where you're selling who you are, what you do, how you currently make money, or how you will so well. We want you to tell that story so well that a grant is like, I can see our extra 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 plus benefiting her business. Let's sow a seed, guys. And this is the grant board having the conversation. Can anyone see their business benefiting from a conversation like that? You got to be ready for it. So that means knowing how you're going to make money, knowing that grants are not your main income stream. So please do not put yourself in a position to where you're holding off applying for grants just to get your business started. They're going to say, what have you already been doing to get your business started? Because we're not your end all be all. We don't have your answers. Grants usually know nothing about the type of business you are until you tell them. So that's why you have to sit and think about your business. It starts with the grant application process. So for those of you who have checked on grants, go a little bit deeper. When you do research online for grants for Black women small business owners, or I can send you 3 free lists of grants for Black women for-profit small business owners when you join us in one of the scholarship spots in the mentorship program over at blackwomeningrants.com. Come join us in the grant game. It's only $97 for year-long access, and I give you a 12-month subscription of free grants to just look through. They're free list of grants. Read them. Do your research. Remember, we talked about the 3 R's. Read through the grants, research the grants, and review the qualifications. That means click on the links to apply for these grants. Look at their applications. What questions are they asking? Y'all want to talk about some of the questions that a grant will ask you? Y'all want me to tell you the questions that I was asked on the last grant that I won for my business for $1,500? Plus $12,000 in prizes they sent me in the mail and got some coaching and all that. Do y'all want to talk about what that looks like, since many of you have just checked over the fence, you've peeked, you haven't really opened the door and went in? Y'all let me know. I'm happy to chat about that today. Nope, I don't do this for people. I'm doing it for my business, but I teach you what I did that helps you get to where I am. And that works because I've seen people like Ashley Rankin. She may be here with us or she may join us. Her and Mom are usually on here with us. I'm trying to see behind my phone, y'all. Ashley, she joined in August in our mentorship, the grant game. And she read the book and she signed up for our additional trainings that we offer. And she is literally doing the work. So much so that she sent me her work in the beginning of what she was trying to do on her own. She had won a $5,000 grant and then she met us. And then she came to learn more and her confidence grew and she's applied to over $300,000 in grants. She just sent me her latest video submission this week for a grant and I cried because I've seen her progression. I love a good progression, a step by step. Let me do a little bit of this, switch a little bit of that to get here. And I am seeing her journey. Like, her video was flawless. She went from a girl who was like, she was peaking too. If she was on here, she would tell you. She said, if I saw a small business grant application that required me to do a video submission essay, I skipped it. Hello, Ashley Rankin. We talking about you. Got love on you a little bit because I'm so proud. I was like, I'm going to save this for live. I can't share all this in the email. You need to feel the emotion. Because when I say I am one proud mentor of you, girl. So Ashley has now officially applied to over $300,000 in grants. Seeing her video game, I said the video is videoing, babes. I mean, it's just, listen, I'm trying to like contain myself, okay? Because I got to spread this joy. We got to share her with the other Black women in grants as well. And she's also making a contribution to the community. That's how you grow in the grant game. You show up, you do what's asked of you, you get rewarded. Ashley will win a grant very, very soon. I know this in my soul. What the kids say, oh, my soul. Ashley will win another grant very, very soon. I just know it. She's doing the work. She's putting in the work. She's reporting her work. And she's contributing to the Black Women in Grants community at large. So just to see her confidence has grown just from what she put in. Girl, y'all can't tell me nothing. We them girls. We them girls. Them Black women in grants. So I'm proud of us as a collective, as a community, and that we share together. As we mentioned, Happy Mia contributed. She shared an app that'll read our Finding Funding ebook that you get in the mentorship with you. She's like, I ain't got time to sit. I'll be on the go. Help me, Dr. AJ. I was like, girl, help us. Let us know what you find when you find it. And she found us the app. Now we include the app in the program. Ashley's making a contribution. We'll announce that coming up soon. So make sure you stay tuned. Set your alarm to be here with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay. And I'll let you know what that contribution is. And then we have the contribution of our collective as a whole, where people like you show up because someone tagged you in this live. So take a minute and share this live because somebody shared it with you, or somebody put hashtag FYP in the chat, and it magically, by the grace of God, appeared on your timeline here on TikTok. And then you showed up. So we have those women that hear through the grapevine and show up, and then they're like, not only do I like this, but I want to share this. So much so that they invest the $97 seed for their cousin or their mom. There was a guy that hung out with us here. He sent it to his mom. She joined the program and called me like, yeah, my son purchased the program for me. And she was so excited. She's like, I don't know nothing about TikTok, but so I had to help her find us on TikTok. And so the word is spreading. That's the contribution. That's the collective of the community. That's what Black Women in Grants is about. That's what we stand for. That's what we stand on. And that's standing on what? Business. Okay. So we in this together. It's like each one help bring someone along. Share this as a resource. Okay. Making sure that if you know other people who could use what we chat about, like sit with your business. Figure out how you already make money or how you're going to make money. And then be ready to share this with a grant because they are going to ask. And they're like, please do not let us be your end all, be all for your revenue. So who here, by show of hands real quick, know you need that money making game plan? Like you really need to sit and think through your model. And it's okay if you've already been applying for grants. But if you've been applying for grants and looking for grants and you got overwhelmed, you shut down, you got rejected, you're wondering why you're not winning, this could be the key. And it's okay. You need to take a step back and you need to ask yourself some questions. And guess what? Those questions are asked on the small business grant applications. So that's what I'm looking for us now. Give me a minute to pull it up on my Baperta. And I'm going to ask you some questions based on, we can do the fun one. There's a grant that I applied for this year. Grant questions start really basic, but then the deeper you get into them, you're going to develop the same skill that Ashley is witnessing herself develop, which is the skill of being able to read, research, and review an opportunity and know right away if it's worth pursuing. Right, Ashley? You're like, this ain't even worth my time, or yes, this is perfect. And so you're going to stop clamoring, stop getting overwhelmed with all that's out there. Because honestly, while there are millions of dollars in grants out there, you don't qualify for all $1 million+ of those grants. But when you get that sharpened skill, that keen eye of discernment for what to look for as you read, research, and review these opportunities, you're going to say, out of $1 million, 100,000 of this worked for me. Or if you're like Ashley, 300,000 of these work for me. Let me go apply, tell them why they should choose me, why I'm the perfect fit, what I would add, how it would help contribute to their contribution to my business, what their contribution to my business would mean. You apply for opportunities that fit where you are in your business, but you got to know where you are in your business. So who here truthfully, by just like, you can put whatever you want in the chat as long as this don't get you blocked. But have you really ever taken time to sit with your business? Like really pour the ideas out of your head. It's time to stop thinking. It's time to at least get it onto a sheet of paper. Like you've sat with all your ideas and you've thought, good morning, Deanna Joy, another grant winner, a $55,000 grant winner here with Black Women in Grants, and learning through the book, through the mentorship, and going out and doing a doggone thing. So we're talking about, have you sat with yourself? Have you sat with your business? Have you sat with your ideas long enough for them to make sense to you? Who here has done that? Whether it's you put it in a business plan, or you just put it on a piece of paper, or you can see how it's all going to come together because you've typed it up. Or who was that put on our TikTok video? She said, it's in my notes app on my phone. Have you started doing that? Deanna says she's rereading the book this week. The book she's mentioning is Finding Funding. It's included in our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com, www.blackwomeningrants.com. And we got 2 spots open in our scholarship today if you want to get in for only $97. And then the regular price is $297. So I just got to share that with y'all. Okay, I'm excited and I'm trying to find something and I can't multitask. Okay, here are a few examples of some grant application questions if you've never filled out a grant application. But again, they're designed to get you to sit still. Sit with your business. I had to do this for years with myself. Calm that mind down. Get you some tea. You know, take a chill pill, literally, if you have to now. Get you a glass of wine. Put on a candle. Sit with your business. Because the grant is going to say, what is your small business startup story? Put hashtag FYP if you have your small business startup story ready to go. Like, what? Hashtag FYP. Okay, Deanna does. The book is called Finding Funding, Miss Newbie, over at blackwomeningrants.com. It's our curriculum for our mentorship, so you can only find it in the mentorship program over at blackwomeningrants.com. So go there, grab one of the scholarship spots that'll get you in for only $97, year-long access to one-time payment. We'll be happy to have you there. Deanna says she started to reread the book this weekend. Yes, it's a great book, right? Little nuggets that you may miss the first time. Go back and get them the second time. Sydney says, done that. I need to jump off the cliff and do what comes next. Apply and stop waiting. Okay, so you got the concept down. So that means, this is what it means when they say, what's your startup story? You finished the book, Laura, and Laura from like yesterday, Laura, that joined the mentorship. Laura from like earlier this week's live, Laura, that we was calling your name for 30 minutes, Laura, because we was worried about you, but you was gone. Is that you, Laura? Girl, we are happy for you. Welcome to the Grant Game. Did you learn any good news? Any goodies, ahas, or takeaways? You read that book in a day, honey. I am proud of you. Welcome. You my type of reader. That's me. So your startup story. Now, if you're in the mentorship, you hear my story. You hear how even this time last year, I would not have been here with I would not have been live here with you guys, or I could have been, but we would have been in the dark because my electricity was off. I had chose shopping over paying my bill a couple of months, and then it caught up with me, and I was like, wait a minute. So I had lost focus on a portion of my business. So that's why I asked, have you sat with your business? I ain't gonna lie to you and make it sound fly to you. So I had to sit still, literally in the dark, and talk to God about what I needed to do to come out of this. And I did it. And here we are. Not even a year later. We're almost at 6 figures. That we came in and recouped, made up the difference, and got it together. I had a little shaking, a little wake up. And so we restructured our business and what I was doing. And we got the book out, got it sold, got here on TikTok, grew you guys from 400 to now 63,000 of you guys in 10 months. You see the beauty of sitting with your business? Oh, God got my attention. I had time on my hands to sit with my business, to be like, if you're really going to use this business to sustain your next level, if you're going to let everything else go to the side for a minute, this is what you got to do. You got to sit with your business, figure out how you're going to make money. And then as you go and apply for these grants and share what you know about grants, here's what they're going to ask. How did you get your start? In my start, I tell it to this day, we just won Entrepreneur of the Year in December from a business training program that I got a scholarship to go through. That's part of my grant funding. They crowned us, gave us $500 for Office Depot Office Max. And they also asked about our startup story. So on camera, in front of hundreds of people that will see that video live and replay, I told them I started in the dark in my car recording TikTok videos. And now here we are getting this award. So it took me sitting still. That's still a part of my startup story. What got you started? Girl, I like lights. I like AC in a Georgia summer. Girl, I like heat in a Georgia winter. Girl, I like for my food to be refrigerated. I like to be able to cook on my stove, girl. That's what got me started. So I literally tell that story on grant applications. Ain't no shame. I'm already sitting here with what doesn't work. Might as well tell them what I did. Y'all see what I'm saying? So what's your business startup story? Are you like Cindy and you have your concept down pat? Because I knew where I wanted to take you guys with Black Women in Grants. I didn't know we would be here so quick, and I'm thankful. Thank you, Jesus. We can pay the bill. The bill now has credits sitting on the account. Y'all ain't gonna catch me in the dog. No. Lesson learned. I'm that one time. You get a whipping one time and you know not to get no whipping no more. Okay? Because where they do that at? So we thank God for wisdom, spiritual insight, prayer, guidance, mentorship, wise counsel, all that. I got it together, okay? So we good over here. Now, I share that because I want you to be able to tell your stories that clear as well. That story has literally won me grants. That story I just told on the virtual award stage of I was sitting in my car recording TikToks, put it on TikTok. Now it's a 776,000 viewed video. A lot of y'all came from that video. And here we are today. Now we have 235 plus of you guys in my mentorship learning from my mistakes on what to do and what not to do when you apply for grants. Y'all with me? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So one of the main questions on a small business grant application, just in case you've never applied for the grant, is where are you, or why you started business? How did you get here? Why are you here? What brought you to this point? And you got to have it succinct. You can sit there in tears and cry like, back in 19. They really want to hear why you currently do what you do in the business that you're applying for the grant for. Y'all got to put hashtag FYP if you got it. Oh, he'll sit us down, girl. He'll sit us down. If it ain't, he'll sit you down physically. He'll sit you down financially. He'll sit you down spiritually. He gonna get our attention. And I'm glad because it was a redirection. And yeah, it was a whole journey. I'll probably have some of that in the next book, Y'all picking it up? Okay, cool. Is this helping you guys see that you need your story? Because that's one. Someone said give them the tea about the questions that was asked to me on the last grant that I won. This is a question that was asked to everybody, but I answered it so well I got a check for it. Like, keep telling that story, sis. Keep growing. Keep helping people. Because we seen where you started from the bottom. Now you're here. Let us help you get there. Where we going next? That's what a grant wants to know. Do you guys think that you could benefit from the beauty of having a story? I think stories are phenomenal. Stories can have you crying. Like Ashley, your story on your video pitch submission. I'm like, who is this beautiful lady before me telling her story of sports? We didn't know that side of you, girl. Tell us more. I was like, I bet somebody better write her a check. That's a story. That's a great story, especially when it ties into what you do in business, why you do it, who you do it for, why a grant should care so much that they'll write you a check for it. You got to be that passionate about, no, I'm serious about this business and I need funding behind it to get to this special project. You guys were my special project. That's what I told Ashley and Lisa on one of our last classes, where we were talking about grant goals. Grant goals is where you have a financial amount that you're trying to reach grant-wise. So let's say you need $100,000. You apply for 10 grants for $10,000. There's your $100,000 in applications, but you keep applying until you get that amount in your business bank account. Hashtag bars. Mwah. BlackWomenInGrants.com. BlackWomenInGrants.com. No, Ashley, you did a perfect, like, I know you told me that the grant was about soccer. I didn't know the video you was sending me. I didn't know the details. I didn't know the details of your story, but the fact that your story about soccer went with the grant for soccer and it tied into what you do in your business and your story just happens to include soccer, you did a phenomenal job. We're going to use your video. I'm going to brag on you. So don't get bashful. I know you're not bashful, but we're going to share your success just with the growth. Because the win is a win. To go from someone who will skip over an application that will require a video. By the way, tell mom hi. I don't know if y'all heard me earlier. Hey, mom. But to go from a woman who would see a grant that requested a video application and you would skip it to now like, look at me now. Hey, look at me. And then my heart immediately was like, and just to think, a year ago, walking home from just paying my light bill to get my lights back on, that spark of idea to say, God, I want more women to get my book in their hands about grants. I want to help more women start learning about these opportunities we don't know about. To now, seeing that come to life in just one of your videos, child. That's all. That's all. I just be proud. That's all. That's all. Hope y'all feel my joy through the phone because I'm just proud. So talk about what the grant asks you to talk about. And that's actually a great question about whether or not you should keep talking about your soccer story, Ashley, because we talk in the book and someone asked about, the book is called Finding Funding. It's over at blackwomeningrants.com. It's a part of our curriculum. You can get into the program. We got one spot open for the mentorship in the scholarship. Someone just scooped that up. I was trying to look for the name and multitask. Let's see. I don't see. Oh, Felicia. Hey, girl. I was like, I don't see no name, girl. You're just showing your address and everything. Okay. So, Felicia, welcome to the grant game. Hold on one second. Let me. Felicia, did you get the page 2 where it asks you to click for access or click to request access? Let me know. Turn my fan on. I'm getting hot. Teaching. I'm showing out too. I can bend. Finally. Lord, thank you, Jesus. God is good. I done nursed myself over here. Back to health. Won't they do it? Okay. Felicia, let me know that you've seen page 2. Page 2 is going to let you request access to get into the learning portal for the mentorship since you grabbed one of our $97 scholarship spots. Look for page 2. If it didn't take you to a second page, Felicia, just respond back to the email that your receipt came from, and I can resend you the link so that the portal will register your email address and let you log in and you can get started today. You can be like Laura, who read her book overnight while she was asleep. and was reading to her. She was doing like that little Chinese baby. They did like that with the book, hoping that the knowledge would just, and it worked. Blackwomeningrants.com is the website. Coach got on me about why I wasn't on camera. We had a crucial confrontation. A crucial confrontation. Some people just need encouragement. But to see, like, Ashley, I hope you're proud of your journey and how far you've come. I really do. Because I see it. But that's my job as a coach, to see progress. I love a good progression. I love to look at where we started, what we're doing bit by bit, day by day. That's why in the mentorship, we have a 5-day grant game plan where every day for 5 days, I tell you what you should be working on days 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and how you can repeat the process, make it a 30-day process. Everything from finding grant opportunities, applying for the opportunities that I share with you with your free 12-month subscription, to the links, getting the links every month, joining us in our open office hours, coming to learn with us in our additional trainings. We got an event planned for June here in Atlanta. And yeah, it's for a select crew, because while we have 230 plus people, everybody's not in there reading their books and doing the work and showing up for the calls and meeting us here 3 times a week for GPA, expanding their knowledge. And that's okay too. We'll just go collect their checks on their behalf and represent for the whole crew. Y'all heard them bars. I heard it. Y'all heard it. Okay. So I'm sharing with you guys what I know works, because I've done it, what we're doing collectively for Black women in grants. Let me see. Trying to make sure I didn't miss no comments from earlier. And then, yeah, actually send Deanna your video link if you feel like sharing. That's up to you. Some people don't like to jinx their grant applications before they get approved. That's why I share my stuff after I win. But yeah, we'll be sharing Ashley's stuff because she's putting in the work. She really is. Yes, June. Oh, she already on it. Ashley be on it, honey. Oh, I love it. And that's a connection. That's the collaboration. That's that community contributions. And so one of the things I started doing with those who I really see are invested in the grant game, meaning you're going out, practicing the information, when you get to a grant application that's asking for a recommendation, I will 1000% give Ashley Ranking a glowing recommendation for what she has contributed to this community since she's been here, showing up, showing us how it's done to do the work, giving back, helping her fellow grantee, mentee, and then showing up faithfully to GPA. Y'all see what it takes. She is the literal blueprint that I have mapped out for, like, I've done it for myself. I know it works. Let me put it out there for other people to learn and see if they grab hold of it. Not just talk about it. Not just say you're interested in it on one day, or wait till Friday when I get paid, or let me get my taxes, or I got this going on. Have all the excuses you want. But there are people out here doing the work. Deanna Joy has done a great job doing the work. Read the book. Get it done. Karen Cooper has done a great job. Read the book. Apply, apply, apply. Because grants, you can go in and do everything right. You can have a perfect application and still not win the grant money. However, as we know, right, Ashley, there are lessons to be learned. There are consolation prizes. There is growth in the application process. When you go from not knowing how your business makes money or will make money to now being able to ask that question on camera in 60 seconds and still come out alive, that's a win, right? And so I share that because you do have to learn how to get your story down to a point where you can answer the question quickly, easily, and, you know, to the point where you can get that check. So what questions can I answer for you guys so far? We'll talk more about the other questions that are on our grant applications that I've been asked. And now keep in mind, when a grant asks you about your small business startup story, Miss Newbie, hold on one second. Let me see if I can type it in here for you, because it's really easy to find. Oh, you can also get there through our TikTok profile here, but it's www.blackwomeningrants.com. women in grants.com. Make sure I spelled it right. Okay, there we go. Catch it real quick. www.blackwomeningrants.com. TikTok won't let me pin it, but it's there. Screenshot it, write it down. Go there. It only takes 2 minutes to check out. We have Klarna. We have Afterpay. And then the scholarship price is only $97. So you work that out however you need to, but that is available for you. I know you've been trying to get on the site, so I wanted to make sure you got what you needed. I'm trying to bring it up on this end. Let's see. Let's see what it say. All is well on my end, but I see a lot of different stuff than y'all see because I'm the creator of the information. So, let me double check. And I'm using my little baby Bapuda that a grant gave me here. Little Amazon Fire HD. Got that from a grant. I be counting my wins, honey. A win is a win, especially when you sit here and go through these applications, pour out your story and cry a little bit and pray a little bit and still hit submit with your eyes closed. You better count them wins. So blackwomeningrants.com is the website, Miss Newbie, and it's for Black women small business owners seeking business grants or grant funded opportunities. And it's a book, it's a course, it's a mentorship program. We have recorded videos of our boot camps and our master classes, workshops. We got some other fun stuff coming up. I'm so excited about. We got a live event coming up here in Atlanta. It's just so much goodies. Plus the Finding Funny ebook, the app that'll read it to you that Happy Mia brought to us and introduced us to. We're so happy to have it. People are so grateful. We got the version for the iPhones and the version for the Androids. So we solved that debacle. Lord have mercy. That was that child. There's a 3-step grant guide. So if you're a startup business who hasn't made money yet, or you're a business that's already started, you've made money, but you can still use a grant coming into play in your financial future. In the 3-step grant guide, it's a 5-part audio that's going to walk you through a checklist of everything that you know you need to have in place as you're applying for these grant opportunities. And then the more you apply, like I mentioned earlier, Ashley is sharpening this skill really well. I know Deanna has this skill down pat because she writes grants for nonprofits. But the skill of like, is this a good investment of my time, or is this a waste of time to apply for grants that ain't in my wheelhouse, that I know I don't qualify for? For me, when I see grants that I know I'm not going to apply to, I put it out for the taking. I'm in 4 networking groups that all came with grants and grant funded opportunities. We have a network of several thousand of you guys here. So I share those opportunities out because somebody needs it. There are 2 right now. And I'm trying to think who in our crew that I know personally meets these qualifications. But 1, you have to make $1 million a year in revenue and have at least 3 employees. I might be getting them mixed up. 1 requires $1 million, or you've hit $1 million. 1 requires $100,000 annually in revenue. 3 employees. Lots of questions about your business. I'm looking through their application right now, and I'm going to go sit in. Yeah, I'm sitting in on the $1 million conversation this week, I think. I'm on their agenda. So I've met the grant creator here in Atlanta personally, and she told me personally to go to her site, and we've had that conversation. She knows who I am and what I do in my business. So I'm on schedule to sit in on her call this week, because I love being in the rooms where the $1 million conversations are being had. We getting there. Y'all ready? All we got to do is 10x the work we've been doing. And we could be like, we've officially, collectively won over $1 million plus in grants, grant funded opportunities. Can't y'all hear that? I can hear it. I don't know. I can hear it. It's too many of us for us not to get there quickly, ladies. If God can do what he's done in 10 months to get us from 400 of y'all here in Black Women in Grants to 63,000, it ain't gonna take him long for us to hit $1 million. Come on now. Well, I need 1 more person with some faith to join in with my faith, because he said, "Where 2 or 3 are gathered, he shall be in the midst." Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Okay, thank you, Happy Meal. So I'll be sitting in on that literal $1 million conversation. You have to have $1 million in business to get into this grant program that this Black woman is over. She got $3 million in funding for her business, and so she's paying it forward, and she wants me there. So I'm there. Let's go. Why not? I've been invited into the room. Let's do it. So those are the types of rooms I'm in, and I'm bringing y'all with me. You know I'm gonna take notes. I might not can record anything, but I'm gonna take notes and bring y'all my remix. Okay. I am very well known for that. And so I've done that before too. I'm trying to think. Oh, we did a live on that. So that's in the replay. I give y'all all my TikTok replays. I think this is episode 152 that I've been here with you guys over the last 10 months. And one of our episodes, at the top of the year or end of last year, there was a event. Grants came up and Black Women in Grants was in the room. And I was at home watching. And I was like, wait a minute. I woke up out the bed like, wait a minute. So I had to come on and give y'all the recap notes of what I watched and gave the lady a shout out who she was just how she walked it through the journey that got her. Girl. So we're gonna do that for these $1 million conversations as well. I have one call that I did notes on with the $100,000 small business grant lady. She had 5 grants for $20,000 each, and she wanted more Black women in grants to come apply. And so we dissected her grant opportunity that was funded by a financial app. And I told her that I will be sharing more with you guys. They've been doing some stuff. I'm waiting to hear more about if they're going to bring that grant back this year. And so I recapped our conversation. That recap and the notes is in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com as well. Lady says, your book gives us questions for past grant winners. Yes. Is that a great opening for an email? It's a great conversation. Because if I get random emails. I got one in my inbox now. If I don't know you and you send me a series of questions, I'm going to be like, is this an interview for what magazine and how much you paying? What I get? Because the last time I sat and answered questions, I was on the cover of a magazine and I got reimbursed for doing a photo shoot. So you got to know the value of your time, but you also don't want to come in intrusive either. So in the book, I know I give you 10 questions, and we talked about that this past weekend. It was this past weekend on reaching out to grant winners and asking those questions, but I would first get them into a conversation. If y'all are exchanging emails, that's the conversation, then yeah, but just to randomly out the blue to say, number 1, how did you win this grant? They're going to be like, who is this? What you want? How you know me? You know how we get. So yeah, be strategic. We all about strategy over here. I would start out with hey, I'm so-and-so. I just joined, Black Women in Grants, learning about grants. I'm looking at this grant that I know you applied to, you won. I got a couple questions. You got a minute? I know you're busy, winning, running your business. I ain't paying you for this. Your time ain't free. Would you help little old humble me with your story of how you won, what you say? Except you see how you got to lead into it? Little foreplay, little buttering up, little smooches, little roses, little flowers, That's how you do that. So be strategic. Hopefully that helps. Ashley says, how long to take a break? Girl, I was going to talk to you about this. After you sent me your email, I'll be so glad when you show up because it'll be reminding me of everything. I'm like, we got to talk about that. Your break is coming up soon, Ashley. I said, how ironic. She has this program called Rest to Reset. And it's all about burnout recovery. And you about to burn yourself out with these grants. So your break is coming up soon. You be the judge of it. You use your discernment. I get it. I did a month where I submitted over 500,000 in applications last year. And I feel like I ain't never really come back from that break all the way because I didn't get back on it like that. But what I did do, what I learned, and I want you to, whenever you take your break, make sure you're sitting with that part of your business because now you're in the grant application business. How much did you apply to? What were your lessons learned? What was the most feedback you got? What did you like about the process? What could you do better? Or what do you really want to get into next time? So for me, on my break, here's what I learned. It's been a break like on Outcast, break. I learned that when I did the month long of applying for over 6 figures in funding, I did it because it was a part of a 6-figure grant funding challenge. So I did it just to do it. Whatever grants that I thought I qualified for, I applied to. However, that can lead to burnout. Yes, you'll win something. You're going to also be tagged. So I got my list of lessons I learned. And then I knew when I came back, which I did, I eventually came back. I knew that I wanted more quality opportunities that literally, just like that soccer, like you did that with that video. I was like, this is really good. I don't know nothing about the grant. I still don't, but I know your video was good. I know how you tied it in. So I was looking for more opportunities like that, the quality. So the first grant I applied to after my break from applying for grants last year, I wanted to give all the applications a chance to cycle in, get the who won and who I haven't heard back from and what's their feedback process. And when I came back, I knew I needed grants that spoke to exactly who I was and where I was. And so actually you did our 5-figure funding program. That's literally what our program was based off of. I took such a great break and broke down the lessons that I've learned from applying for over $500,000 in grants last year in 1 month. Then when I came back, there was a $50,000 opportunity waiting for me to apply to that I didn't know about. Someone in my network posted it. I applied. I was like, girl, thank you. And so they had 500 applications. This is how I know that I really pulled out my lessons learned. Out of 500 applications, I was one of the applications they selected. They only selected 76 out of 500. So I'm like, not only did I apply for a lot of grants last year, I took a break. I evaluated the results that I got and the results that I wanted moving forward. I looked for more quality grants to apply to, got a $50,000 selection, pulled out of 500 applications, one of 76, and then us 76 had to compete to get it out of 10. And so we're waiting for they also give you feedback on your application. That experience for me, just applying to the grant, was so eye-opening, so refreshing. I fell in love with it, and I added more to the content I can share with you guys about what it looks like to apply, take a break. What did you learn? What would you like moving forward? Because again, grants are not your end all be all. It's like, oh, well, if I had to go apply for another grant, here's what I would look for. What? There's a perfect grant speaking just to me about who I am and what I do, and I can apply and get selected. That's how that works. So I'm just a couple steps ahead of y'all. So I see you actually going in the direction that I was in, where I'm like, child, I'm gonna go take a couple naps and then be back. So that's why we set grant goals. We set application goals as you start to go out and apply for these grants. I told y'all earlier that I met my grant goal. You guys are my grant goal. I'm here with y'all because I met my grant goal. So you have to have like something that you're reaching toward. And then know when you can insert the little vacation, the little grant vacations. Okay. So decide what that is for you. If you've met your application goal, if you want to take a break, if you feel it, listen to your body. You are the literal person. Rest to reset. You are literally the person that can tell you when to rest, when to reset, what that looks like for you in this grant game. Because it can take a toll on you. But you can also adopt it as another side of your business. And that's why we have the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com to show you all the moving pieces. Because imagine you getting burnt out, but you didn't have a game plan going in. Now you're like some of the people that come in that are cynical. This don't work. Is this legit? Is this a scam? I don't never win that. It's because you haven't sat with your business. You don't have a grant game plan. You're not a part of a community. You're not getting mentored. You're not getting poured into. You don't know what to set your goal at. You don't know when to pause. You don't know how to evaluate the lessons learned and how to move forward stronger. You don't see your own development because you don't know to track it. You see what I'm saying? So hopefully this is helping, because I did see that with your last email. And hopefully this is helping our other ladies that are here. At last check, I have been just so engulfed in these conversations with y'all over these last few lives, and I love it. We had one person to get one of the scholarships. I have two. So we currently have one scholarship open over at blackwomeningrants.com. Miss Newbie, did you ever get that figured out? www.blackwomeningrants.com is the website. blackwomeningrants.com. If someone else wants to scoop up that last scholarship spot of the day, come join us, get some mentorship, and you don't have to figure this stuff out on your own. You got people going through it with you. That's why we do our monthly open office hours live on Zoom. And so that's so you can see others who are also applying, who are also about to take their breaks, who haven't even started yet. You know, it's some people that wish they could say, I've hit my application goal for the month. You know, I need to take a break. I know I'll be back on this date at this time, you know, or this next grant is going to open their applications. Like there's one opportunity I've been following for a minute. They have started advertising like a month ago. It doesn't open till July. That's a great goal to set, to say, okay, if I take a break from now to July, I'll be ready for that grant application when it opens. That way my videos can be vibrant, my application can be great. They can see what I'm bringing to the room, and I come back refreshed. You see what I'm saying? So set your date and your goal. I can't tell you what's going to work for you, but you know, hopefully that's getting you going. Any other questions y'all got for me? I feel like I'm in the middle of answering like 3 different questions and I forget which one y'all asked in the beginning. So ask again if I haven't answered your question yet. As long as it's about grants, what we've talked about so far today, which I'm over time. I didn't even realize it was an hour in, y'all. We've been here. But if you're joining us in the grant game, go to blackwomeningrants.com. Scroll down to where you see the special link for scholarship and payment arrangement options and click it. It says click here. Click here to join us. We talked about the Finding Funding ebook, the app that'll read the ebook to you, the masterclass, the 3-step grant guide for startup and start-head businesses. We talked about your 12-month subscription to over $1.2 million in grants. It's over 200 opportunities on the list of grants that I give you access to every month for 12 months. We talked about it's a $97 payment, one-time payment, year-long access. blackwomeningrants.com is the website. We talked about the interview call notes that I did with the 100K grant influencer. She was on the team of who got the grants, influenced that decision. We talked about the replays of TikToks, over 150 episodes now. The interview, did I tell y'all we interviewed Deanna Joy, the superstar that's on here with us now that won $55,000 in grants for her business and her client's business? Got an interview of her. We picked her brain, like, girl, how you do it? I mean, I know how she did it. She know how she did it. But we telling y'all how she did it. So make sure you can even skip through the program and just click on Deanna's interview. It's an interview with a $55,000 grant winner, audio video recording. I was even off camera because I ain't want my facial expressions and stuff to be throwing her off, because I'd be like showing stuff like, wait, what? You know. And then we start laughing to get off time. Let me get off camera. I'm going to just try to be serious. And then we're going to cut up afterwards. And that's what we did. So we got to the juiciness of the call. There's a training on how to get grants to come to you that's in the mentorship. Eartha, who we need to check on her because she usually is with us on our calls and sometimes with GPA. She won the Black Girl Ventures small business pitch competition when they came here to Atlanta. She won $250 in 60 seconds. She was one of their winners. And I did a little pitch competition winning strategy for her that I share with you guys in the Grant Game Mentorship. So if you're looking to pitch your business, not just on video, but live in person in a stadium. She was in a arena that holds 16,000 people. Thankfully, she only had to pitch in front of like 100 plus, but still to do it for the first time, and you new to the grant space, and you won over people in line telling you was crazy for doing it for the first time at such a large level, and you won. I was like, girl, here's how you keep winning. So Eartha has been on her press tour, if you will. We got her on some major websites and got her some recognition for her business. She's doing well revenue-wise with her business, teaching her classes. She is I always forget her official name, but she teaches classes. She's a nurse. And she has a training center here in Atlanta, and she teaches classes to other nurses that when a baby is born, if they're born blue or not breathing, she teaches the nurses what to do to bring them to life, because she too had to do that to her own child on the tape. I can't get into it. Join us in the mentorship, meet her, hear her story, and why she should be winning this grant money. And I've helped her to do that. So we got her pitch competition results and her PR strategy, if you will, for how she's on a little press tour. Like, yeah, I'm fabulous. Let's win me some more money. And she's even considering following the pitch competition around to other states, because they go to other states. And so she really got bit by the bug, and I love it because I'm the same way. So I show you guys how it's done because I've done it. I've won. I'm a 2-time pitch competition winner. And I ain't got nothing but strategy, babes, of like how I did it, leading up to it, how I'm going to keep doing it, All of that's part of the mentorship, believe it or not. And I'm happy to share my stories, my strategy. Just got to come with the questions. We talked about open office hours. We do 12 of those a year. So we've done 4 so far this year. And I'm proud of us. And what else? I'm here with y'all every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3 hours minimum of me every week, live. Answer your questions here on Grant Prep Academy or GPA. If you're new here, put hashtag FYP. Let me know you're new here. If you've learned anything today, put hashtag FYP. You can also tell me what your takeaway has been. FYP lets TikTok know these are my people. Y'all doing a good job over here, showing me who I need to be following and be a part of their crew. You're also helping to spread the word with other Black women small business owners who need to be here in the house. And so I'm here. If y'all here, if you got questions, I'm happy to answer as long as it's about grants. Don't come on here very crazy. I'm crazy enough for all of us. We talked about the 5-figure formula that I use to apply for grants, walking you through step by step. And then one of the things that I just added recently is you getting feedback on your grant application. So let's say we do our call next month for what we call open office hours. And that's usually for about an hour every first Saturday on Zoom, 10 a.m. Eastern. It's those who are in the mentorship. We come together collectively so I can see y'all faces and hear your voices. Y'all just ain't staring at me and talking through chat. And if you have an application that you've submitted and it was rejected, or you submitted and you haven't heard feedback from yet, you don't know if you've won the grant yet, bring that. Let me know what questions you struggle with or feel stuck with and what you may need help with, and I can build us some, conversation around it. We may stretch it out a couple meetings or whatever, but we'll eventually get to the bottom of what you could do to improve your application so that you can stand out. You're not worried about competition. You're not overwhelmed. And you are continuing to apply for grants faithfully. Because yes, in the beginning, you do need to keep applying for grants. You do. You do need to start being able to tell the difference between the different types of grant opportunities, the ones you're going to take or not. So that's all in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. It's a $5,000 value. You get it for only $97 under our one scholarship opportunity that we have left here today. And again, that's one-time payment, year-long access. You get everything we just talked about, everything that's shown on the site. And I'm here. Me being here with you guys 3 times a week is a six-figure value alone. I've been doing this for 10 months. 10 months of my time and sitting here and energy, and 10 months. Okay? 6 figures. You can't get that type of mentorship on how you can go out and apply for free money for your grant, for your business anywhere else. Okay? And I'm Black. Proud of it. So coaching, training, guidance, all that's included for 1 year for $97. So if you got questions, let me know. I will be on here with y'all all day. Can y'all believe I haven't had breakfast yet? And I'm like, this alert. That's when you know you're in the right place. You're in the right space. That's all. I ain't got nothing but some water with some chlorophyll in it. Don't know what I'm having for lunch. I don't feel like cooking. So DoorDash it is, because I ain't going nowhere either. I'm real comfortable at the house. What questions y'all got? Let me know. www.blackwomeningrants is the site to swipe, scoop up that last spot in the mentorship for only $97 for scholarship. Okay, let me read y'all comments. Okay, Laura said that was good advice that I share with her about what to do with the interview questions for our grant winners. I think okay, I'll figure that out in a minute. Ashley says, yes, I'm mindful to be authentic to rest as I'm modeling. Amen. Come on, sister. It's similar to applying for jobs we don't like or want. Those misaligned grants don't feel good. Yes. So even with the story we talked about today, the story that you tell on your business grant applications when they say, what's your story? How did you start? How did you get here? Why do you do this? Make sure that it aligns with whatever the brand or what the brand of the grant is talking about. because grants are looking for that alignment even in your story. So yes, you want to apply for those opportunities that align with who you are, where you are, what you do, why you do it, etc. She says it's time to get busy. Stop being afraid. Why am I? Okay, now it's showing that I ain't had breakfast yet. Good morning, Tootie. Stop being afraid of applying. So true, your presence 3 times a week help. Look at God. It fills mine too. Literally, like I can eat because I show up here with y'all. And I do eat. Not on camera with y'all. So hey girl. I just didn't know what I wanted for breakfast. Other than that, I probably had something about 2 o'clock and be wondering why my head hurt, So I mean that in many ways. Your presence plus GPA, tracking my grant apps gets me encouraged. It's very encouraging. I just love progression. I wish I could find a way to explain that. But that's what kept coming to me even this week as my whatever muscle I pulled has been healing. I've been hopping and waddling around the house with a cane. Thankful for that cane. I'm glad I got that cane because my back used to go out. So we're glad Mr. Kane's still here. But what I did was just took my time, a little bit at a time. And now when I look at my home, I can't tell that I had laid on the floor the last 3 days on my little Japanese floor mattress. It realigns my back because I get to lay on the floor. I'm a floor sleeper. Like I know when I bought my new home back in the day, I slept in my office on the floor for the first year. That's just me. I don't know why, but I feel most comfortable on the floor. So I bought me a floor mattress. Been on the floor for 3 days. But now that I'm getting older, child, that back started getting in the bed. So I'm back in the bed. I had my first night in the bed last night. Praise the Lord. And we slept good. Until I woke up at 2 a.m. and started smelling burning plastic. And didn't know to the last minute that the charging port on my water pick flosser had burnt through itself. And so I'm just calming down from that. Thank God I ain't had coffee because I'll probably be on the phone with somebody by now yelling. So we're about to get that squared away today, prayerfully. And move on. But we thank God for sparing our life. For keeping us from dangerous seen and unseen. Hallelujah. Y'all pray for you, girl. Because adulting is hard. It takes a lot out of you. So I'm over here trying to master that, okay? What final questions do you guys have before I go? And let's talk through that. Let me see. Let's go through some comments. And if you're new here, you can still put hashtag FYP. We acknowledge thee for being here. Hey, girl. Good morning, Garden of Beauty. Good morning. Thank you for all the good advice. Been listening in the background. All right, background. Multitasking. Y'all always be multitasking till I say something that you should took notes. You be like, can you repeat it? No. Because you know. Hey, girl, we glad you're here. Yes, I love good Yep, I'm a floor sitter, a floor sleeper. But the older I get and the longer it takes to get up from that floor, they few and far between. But I know my body well enough to know I'm only going to get through this if I sleep on the floor. It's a healing thing. I think it has something to do with getting grounded. But it works. So I'm going to do it. Because other than that, I would still be in pain. So thank God for the flow. Amen? Our ancestors, I'm sure, slept on the floor. And they made it through some tougher times than these. So won't it do it? Oh, won't it do it? Okay. So I'm about to start multitasking. So I'm about to let y'all go. I say love the flow. You love the flow. It's good. I'm glad it's not just me. And I learned, let me tell you when I was spoiled. Went to a 24-hour spa here in Atlanta. They have heated floors and little cubbies after you get your massage that's designed for you to sleep on the heated floor on their Japanese blanket or Japanese mattress. And their mattresses are a lot thinner than the one I bought. And I was like, now this is heaven. They're going to have to kick me out of here. So yeah, I've been spoiled. So I brought it to the house, got the mattress. And, well, I ordered my own. Let me say it like that. I ain't stealing people's mattress. And then I bought a mattress warmer. Same thing as a heated flow in a spa to me. You're warm from the rooter to the tutor. You feel me? So, yeah. Yes, God is good. So, I'm here. Those of you who are joining us in the mentorship, let me double check, make sure I didn't miss anybody. And then I'm gonna let you guys go. Who was I talking to? Felicia, did you ever get your second page? Because I never seen your link come through. If you're no longer here, y'all email me. Y'all always do. I didn't get the link. That's because you left early. Okay. So I will leave that next spot up for the person who wants to catch it. Miss Newbie, I was thinking that would be you. I don't know if you're still hanging out with us. I was trying to give you more time. But over at blackwomeningrants.com, that last scholarship spot while I'm live is still open. I'm going to leave it open for one of you guys to go and snatch it up. It was 2 available. 1 got. They always get got. Some of y'all just slow. So give me a minute. I don't want to miss nothing. I don't want to leave the live. I'm going to do it. So go do it. I don't want to hear nothing, okay? That's all I got. Any final questions? Our hearts and minds clear? Let me know. I am 15 minutes over my time with y'all, but I thank y'all for being here and just allow me to just share my heart on this grant space, what I do, where I've been, how I got here, and how you need to be telling these same types of stories to get those checks for your business. If you're looking to be a part of the crew that has won over 6 figures in funding collectively over the last few months, head over to blackwomeningrants.com and come join us. blackwomeningrants.com, www.blackwomeningrants.com. We are happy to have you there. We're going to talk more about the types of questions on these small business grant applications so you can prepare yourself. Just as a quick recap in case y'all missed the moral of the story. Deanna says she is refocusing on reading the book. Amen. Get you some reset. Some equilibrium. Balance it out. That's what I had to do on the floor this weekend. Just lay here. Just work it out a little bit. Okay. So your small business startup story is all about where and why you started your business, how you got here, and then being able to talk about it in, 60 seconds, 2 minutes, or some of the applications will say, explain it in 500 words or less. We don't need put the rest in a book. Okay. And do that. I tell you to do that. So I shared a little bit of my story and how I got started, and we'll talk more about the other questions and how to break them down on the application. And if you need more help diving into what that story, what your question could look like for you on your small business grant applications, bring your application for the latest grant you've applied to our open office hours every first Saturday live on Zoom. It comes with the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. I'll see y'all there. Need to switch it up and listen this time. Yes, I like that, Deanna. I love a good strategy. Love it. Girl, ChatGPT. I got so much more to share with y'all, Ashley, about this. When I learn stuff I love, like, who can I share? So we got some more ChatGPT training coming up. Yay, you followed in love. Girl, I am following a new content creator. I wish I could remember his name, but I'm going to share it in an upcoming training we got. He has taught me so much about that feature because that's how he specializes in what he does in his business with these corporations. We're going to talk about it. It's so much fun. Until we meet again, my friends, remember, there's someone somewhere. They're waiting on you to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs, because it's when you let your own light shine, you give others permission to do the same. And when you impact one life as a future grant winner, you impact generations. So thank y'all for being the generation I got to impact today. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure, as Les Brown would say, to be here with y'all. I'm going to go finish listening to my coach's podcast. She is on there crying. She cried so much. And somebody, I don't want to be no crybaby. Too late. So I'm going to see who's going to call her out first, because, honey, she cried on this podcast. I was listening to her before I went live. So I'm going to go eat lunch, listen to her cry, and plan the rest of my day. Y'all have a phenomenal rest of your day. Thank you for being here. Thank God that y'all are here. It's happened for a reason. Welcome to our new grant gamers and those who joined recently this week and then read that book and putting that information into action. Let's go. Y'all have a phenomenal rest of your day. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.